The goal of this video is to get you set up with a database. We're going to be using this type of database. It's a MySQL database, and the specific flavor or style of MySQL database is PHPMyAdmin. It's completely open source, and you will need a place to run this program, basically, so that we can play with data, query data, import, export, do all the things that we want with data and SQL. So this is a prerequisite, really important one that you need to get set up. Okay, so in order to get this set up, you will need to set up hosting, basically a server. You're free to use any web host that you want. If you're familiar with the process, go for it. As long as you can find MySQL and PHPMyAdmin specifically, then it'll be really easy to follow along. So that's my intention, is just to make it as easy as possible to follow along with me. And so specifically, if we all use this one at HostGator, we all have the same version. And the best part is it's Windows or Mac agnostic. It doesn't matter if you're on a really old computer or Linux or anything, it's going to be the same for everybody. So that makes it just kind of really easy. If you are more comfortable with the process and you know how to do this, feel free, you're on your own, go for it. But this is a great place for everybody to start because it's just kind of easy. Alternatively, so we're going to set this up in the video in just a second, but just one side note, if for some reason you're deterred to go this route, there is one alternative, which I've mentioned, MAMP, that you can look into, and I'll put some notes below if you want to go this route on this. But there's a little more heavy lifting on getting this set up, and problems you could run into along the way. So it's up to you. But in this video, I'm going to go forward with HostGator and just show you what you need. The cool thing about using HostGator as well, or any web host, is that we're going to have a chance to look at cPanel. So we'll set up basically all the different buttons on the server. We'll get a server and we'll get to play with all the buttons, which is interesting for SQL, but also but the whole tech stack of all the things that are going on with our database and with our server. And so we'll get a lot of free kind of cool add-ons that are useful with this as well. So that's what you should expect in this video. Let's go forward. When you come to hostgator.com, the site will probably look different every single time you come here because they changed their site, and that's fine. But more or less, you want to somehow get to the web hosting, and there's going to be a few different plans that you can choose from. So make your way there now. And in short, what we're looking at here are three different options, but really the biggest deal that I could tell is that this one is saying you could host a single domain, so one URL, or you could have unlimited domains. The cool thing about web hosting is that generally for more or less the same price, you could have as many domains as you want, which is nice if you have a bunch of clients or you have ideas for many sites that you want to launch. It's cool that you could just continue to add different domains. So we have these two different options, and it's really up to you which one you want to choose. One is a little more expensive, but I'm going to go with this one for now. But for the purpose of this course, you really only need the cheapest plan because you just need the database. We don't even need domains for this. But if you did think you wanted to keep it, or you might want to play with it more, now you know the difference. But either one will work for this course. Okay, moving on. When you get to this page, this is the sign up page, and I'm going to walk you through this now. Okay, you have two options at the top. You have to choose the domain. First, you could register a new domain. So you could choose a domain and be like, awesome, how are you.com. Great. We can get that one. So if you want this domain and you choose it here, good to go. The thing is, you will have to pay extra for buying the domain. So that's a choice. You don't need the domain in order to use the SQL database for this course, at least. So this is an option. You're free to purchase a domain if you want. Alternatively, if you're just trying to do the course and save money, reasonable, just go to I already own this domain, and you should be able to just kind of put in any domain. I don't think you will have to prove that it's yours. So, I mean, you should be able to just use 1 month, for example, or any domain, hopefully. and it will just kind of let you like skip this step because it's assuming that you bought it somewhere else like Namecheap or at GoDaddy and that you're going to move it over. So this is the quicker, cheaper option that you can go with. Yeah, let's keep going. All right, so we go through all that. The next thing is asking us which plan we want, which I already chose, so it doesn't matter. You can choose your cycle here. I'm just going to go with one month because that's all I need for the course if you finish it. Put in your, here you will put in your name, whatever it is, and your PIN. All your stuff goes here. I don't need to hold your hand through this. I think you got all this down. So you put in all that there, and then you don't need any of these little add-ons. They're just trying to get you. Okay. And then finally, if you come down to the bottom, there is a code down below, which I'll try to keep updated, that you can put in here that should make it 1 cent. 1 month code. All right, there you go. So you put that in there, you validate it, and it should make it 1 cent. And it's totally up to you. You have, I think you have 1 month, you have 30 days to go ahead and just cancel that. And then you'll only have paid 1 cent, which is pretty nice. After that, depending on the plan that you chose up here, up here, you'll get charged that. So that's all you need for the course is just get set up with some hosting. I'm going to let you go ahead and do that. And then in the next video, I will show you what to expect with how to set up your server. So go ahead and do this and meet me in the next video.